Hey everybody, we are going to be watching season 3, episode 2 tonight. Let me just get the Instagram people on board. We're almost at the end. It's kind of sad. Almost at the end of our watch parties. When I first started doing this, I was like, oh, well, it's obviously not going to, we'll do like season 1. Like we won't get all the way to the end of quarantine. Now it looks like we're going to run out of material before all of this is over. I was not expecting that. It's so humid today. My hair is like flat. Also needs a cut. All right, let's get a better angle for Instagram. Sure, and there we go. So yeah, just going to wait a few minutes to get more people on, and then we will start the viewing party. So for those of you who are already with me, make sure you are on our YouTube page, Necessary Outlet at YouTube. We are in season 3 playlist. We're on episode 2. I'll do a few announcements after. Oh, look, people already. Great. So one thing I should mention is starting on Friday, so tomorrow at noon Eastern, we are going to have the first act of Snowflake on YouTube to watch for free, because I know if you start it, you will want to see the rest of it. So you will be able to get a preview of the first act of Snowflake on YouTube, and then head to Vimeo to rent the rest. Other announcements, other things. I'm a bit early, so we'll just hang out for a bit. After this watch party is over, we'll have to figure out something else to watch. Maybe we'll go through Big Law. They're kind of short, though. I guess that's fine. Could do the music videos. Figure out something. So, other things. That's really it. Like after we're done with Snowflake out, I'm really out of content until things get better and we can start filming stuff again. So, I'm going to go on a writing retreat in 2 weeks to write a whole bunch of new stuff. Maybe something will be history related. We'll see. Just to get it in the bank to have ready to go. So, anything else? Any other things? Still got a minute to go, so might as well. All right, let's talk about stuff that happened in the world. Very nice to see Kamala Harris be chosen as the VP. Honestly, anybody who was in consideration would have been great. Again, I would vote for a Democratic cheese sandwich at this point. Like anything to get rid of what's going on. Someone shared a neat status today. I put it up too. I liked it. It was like, it's time for you to mute people who can't understand the difference between a pair of flawed candidates and actual fascism. So if you have friends that are well, I could never support Biden or Harris. Well, when it's them or Trump, could you then? Because if you can't, you need to get your head out of your ass. Anyway, all right. So I've offended people, so it's about time to start the show. So everybody who is with us on Instagram and on YouTube, we are doing season 3, episode 2. Again, for people who joined while I was talking, Snowflake, my movie, Act 1 is going to be available at noon Eastern tomorrow on YouTube as a preview. So you can see it there and decide whether you would like to continue the movie by renting it over on Vimeo. So look forward to that. Yeah. All right, I think it's time to get started. So, youtube.com/necessaryoutlet. You are in the season 3 of History playlist. You have found episode 302, which is Good Gay Sons. We're going to watch it together in 3, 2, 1. Be sure to ask any questions you have about the episode or about history or anything necessary outlet as this continues. So the pillow move of sort of like blocking out the light so she can sleep, that was something my mom did. But this was really to tie the end of last episode where that's what present day mom had.
9:30.
Can you just push it out the way, please? Deal with it later.
I love that shot of her. A beautiful woman, so it helps.
Can I pay my bills? Can I pay my automobiles? You have to ask Destiny's Child. You gonna finish that? Yes. It's my budget. I lived many years of my life wondering if there was anything in my bank account, and, well, considering I'm still being chased by my father's creditors, I'm very motivated to keep this ship afloat. I understand you so much more. Can you, into work at all today? No. I'm going to finish paying the bills, and then I'm going to pick up the car.
So we had to majorly rearrange. I was living with my boyfriend in this apartment that we filmed Jamie's apartment in. And so we had to majorly work this around because a lot of that furniture wasn't where it was, and because the dog crates as well, because the dogs were with us. It was a pain in the ass every time we shot.
Selfie, I think the one where his dick was extremely visible through his towel. Yes. Yeah. I think I have to ask what. Oh, hurry. You know, I don't think that restaurant ever charged me for brunch. Mom? Yeah, it was several $100s. I paid for everyone. Wow. Well, everyone expects mom to pay because it's just what parents do when they visit, so I paid for it. Well, that's how you made out. No, I like that place.
Oh, the presence of the lamp. That's important because that's the lamp from the first season, the one that Jared wanted to take.
How can I help you?
Hi, yes, I was in last Sunday, large reservation under Ford. My card was in charge.
Oh, wait, I remember. Yes, it was your server.
Did we pay?
I'm pretty sure. Let me check the system. Hold on one sec.
Who did the voice of that? Oh, I think it was one of our friends from Big Law did the voice for that. There's Halston.
Yeah, I have it on one card, last 4 digits, 1814, and a really nice tip, so thank you.
That is not me. Can you tell me the last name on that card?
My phone keeps blacking out. Sorry if I keep touching the phone.
It was one of us. Thank you.
No worries. Have a good day.
Oh, shit. Someone must be dead.
Oh, a little cameo from Muffin, Maxie.
Good luck.
Oh, the visual effects are so much better this season.
Hello.
So, a little birdie told me you.
Giving mom money now?
So Jillian is one of my backup dancers. She's playing Julie, my sister. Worked with me since the very beginning. And I met her as an extra in season 2. She's visible. You can actually see her. She's in the tech party where Jamie and Will run into Jared.
To live for anymore, and possibly
You know,
consider.
just because she says something doesn't mean it happened.
I thought that was rule number 1 in the Julian book.
Well, guess that means I'm off the hook. She did the same thing to me, but
I just changed the subject.
Well, you know what? Maybe if she didn't have to pay for your phone anymore, she could afford to take care of herself.
Or maybe if she still has my credit card.
oh wait, she maxed that out and won my credit already.
What?
Why do you think I'm making late for paying my phone bill. A year ago,
She asked if she could put some of Mac's books on my credit card, and 3 months later, it turned out I redecorated the house.
So all the characters on the phone, I always have them hold it because this is just such a weird, like this gets annoying and it really limits the actor's ability to like do things.
I don't think shit.
So I know it's a weird history thing that we all hold our phones, but
You know, always take
I want to
first
see
side
people's
and not
faces. I want to
crazy
give them the
Julie,
opportunity
making up
to do
stories.
stuff.
I just called to warn you.
Don't give her your credit card.
Hello, my name is
Oh.
Dr. Matt Glass with
We've
Manhattan.
got a
Prescription
commercial.
Chiropractic.
Sorry, everybody. If you don't
If
have
you're
a
looking
commercial,
for a chiropractor in Manhattan,
uh,
I want to introduce myself and let you know a little bit
that's
about
never
what-
happened. I've never had to pay for my own show. All right, we're back in. We just hung up the phone with Julie. So we filmed this outside of a school that was nearby the set where we filmed the past Ford family house. It was a weekend. There was no one there. And we just sort of drove up and did it. And we did it very quickly. Oh, Mac's with us. Mac. We're in the middle of, in the beginning of episode 2 of season 3, having a little watch party. Mac, from season 3, not from season 2, is with us on Instagram. Yeah. So this whole thing with the kids and like all of that, we just parked, looked around, and like gave everybody instructions. I was like, we may have one shot to do this until we get yelled at. So like, let's just do it. And we did, and it worked out. It was complicated with the camera too, of timing, of making him come, and so I didn't want it to last too long. So as soon as he gets out of camera, he like ran to get next to the car.
What was that about?
George is always saying stuff.
Yeah. Well, what kind of stuff?
Saying stuff.
Some calling you the F-word.
So this shot, one, I love doing the stuff from the backseat of the car. I just think it's a really cool shot. But that shot of Jamie's profile was meant to, this is meant to parallel the push-in we had of him at the end of episode 1, where he's being confronted by his mom's sort of manipulative stuff in the present. So I wanted to parallel that with the past.
This is all temporary. You're gonna leave this town and make a ton of money and live a very happy life. Whatever life you want. But if you see George again, well, I'll be working the takeout window. Do you want me to go into the school tomorrow and complain? I can go home.
So it's funny, when we were talking about this, you know, Alexandra, who plays young Molly, is quite young herself. And when we were like mapping it out, she was like, can I play like this kid's mom at this thing? And we did it. And honestly, she only had to play like a few years older, like 3 maybe, to actually be my mother's actual age at the age I was in high school. We had kids young then. So
Even
it actually ended up working, which was nice. And Maddie, who plays the drunk girl later in this, who I love, I've worked with her a ton. She's going to be very successful. She was actually just cast as like a 14-year-old, and I believe she's 25. So if you can do it one way, you can do it the other way.
It's over for him. High school's gonna be the best time of his life. It's so sad. Just leave her. Even if you're funny.
So those tears were not planned. And I remember after we shot that, she was like, I don't know what that tapped into, but it did something.
Road trip. do that kind of was just fuck off. Now, if you get cranky, there are juice boxes in the back for your lunch. Oh, I brought something for you too. Drink a juice, Shelby. It's not from gift.
We'll never knowing the references to anything.
Yeah, like my first time going out with him. Like,
So we had to do the cutaway here to make it clear that Mac had gained weight, which is part of that's part of sort of the story of why Jamie is concerned because of the physical difference. So since we had a different actor play Mac and to be in the season 2, it was important to remind people. And I always like that part of the process. I always like going back and finding the cutaways to give because I get to look at the old seasons and it's just fun to revisit them, especially when I'm editing the current season.
And staying up every night till 4 a.m. playing video games. Sounds like college guy. Yeah, but like this is the time that he needs to be focused on getting his shit together. And he's missing class. His grades are suffering. Shit. How about C's? That's not like you mean grades, but
I like the pacing of this scene.
yeah, but he should.
I like the pacing throughout this season.
He's not.
I think I got an ear for it by this season. Some of season 1 especially, but season 2 can be a little plotting at
I
times.
spent
This
every
really
week
clips.
back in Philly strategizing my next move. I used to dream of being an adult. And he's talking about moving back home and, I don't know, recharging. People do that now. Yeah, but I'm afraid if he does want to travel. Sean's home. And this is the time he needs to be the fucking machine. And just not interested.
That's a really beautiful shot of him. He looks very handsome in this shot. He's also just a handsome guy. So those of you, I noticed some of you joined us. I keep getting commercials. I feel like I should be able to tell YouTube this is my own show. I should be able to watch commercials. Okay, so I just skipped it. We've just moved into the PSU campus. It is minute 12 is where we are, episode 2 of season 3. Ever since I got a broader chest, that jacket doesn't fit me anymore. It really upsets me.
Right.
You know that is the living room.
That small ass milk.
Everyone thinks it's huge.
But isn't that in Philadelphia?
He travels through Pennsylvania and Zimmer. Yeah. And you can follow him on Instagram.
We did this. Where is this? This is like the 70s on the west side near the water.
Bullshit! I call bullshit! Oh, I hate you! Oh.
She's cute.
And this is the same set where I filmed the music video for Takeover.
All right, boyfriend. Well, I'm gonna let you go because I'm at the table with
And this is just another empty space that we turned into a restaurant. And those menus we had since season 2, we just reused those.
Hey. Yeah. The guy I like went on vacation with this.
And I actually think the song that's playing in the background is Takeover, which is fun.
I'm upset you're not paying attention to me. It's for the best.
Asshole. No, the game. We're playing. We should get a picture.
The most expensive thing on this menu is
I love this scene.
$6.
I love the scenes where it's just them just being friends.
This chicken salad is $6. You're getting wings and fries and mozzarella sticks, and that's all. Hey, this body doesn't have fans.
So these residents, Jamie's residents, I'm Michael and Lou is a motherfucking asshole! Secretary of State, bitch! Okay.
We need more beer.
It's $5, Jamie. The picture is $5.
Where's that?
Did we get it?
Yeah, the waiter had to tell you multiple times they don't serve tilapia.
Secretary of State, bitch!
Oh fuck, it's my mom.
I think it's the only time we've ever seen them drunk.
No, I told her I was out on Long Island. She might want me to get something on the way home.
Why didn't you tell her you were here?
She wouldn't like it.
You're in your 30s.
It's a Jamaican thing. BRB.
Has ever loaned money to family?
Yes. Why?
This reminds me of
Sorry to pay for
episode 2 of season 2, the HIV conversation.
That's a gift.
You spend a lot of money on
Except I wanted Jamie and Will to be next to each other because I wanted to keep dropping the hints by constantly pairing them.
Oh, that's different.
Did you say Julie makes up stories?
Yeah, but that's like a story I've heard mom tell about other people in the family. So, you know what? My dad actually did call me once, which in and of itself is remarkable. He said he wanted help reining in mom's spending.
I've given my parents money before when they needed it. I mean, how much did they spend on you, bro?
How much did I have to spend? I mean, I bought all my school supplies.
My hair was
I
particularly
got all my school
nice
supplies.
that day. I think I just had a
I
haircut.
financed an entire
Which I need
Christmas
another one, if you
part-time
can't tell.
school job before. I was happy to do it. It's just now.
A part of being the good gay son, right?
I don't know about you guys, but growing up, my mom was a defender. I didn't have friends. Good ones. I don't know. She was a full-fledged mama bear.
Yeah, but well, it sounds like the roles are reversed, and that's not good. She is the parent, and you are the child, and you don't want it the opposite way around.
Oh, Tim's a dancer as well. And he was a
Give me that.
bartender in season 2 as well. Oh yeah, the birthday party when Will is wasted. Yes.
You try to stand up.
No, okay. You paid for the car, and you paid for brunch to sneakily.
If you say Jew, you're anti-Semitic.
This was a complicated shoot. Because we also did the next piece, the outdoor piece here as well, and it was raining outside. It was late. I think it was like a Friday night. This was the beginning of the Hell Weekend shoot with Jacob. So I had done my last scene with Jacob from episode 6. And then we did like the hotel stuff, and then we did this. Like we were just this is the beginning of Hell Weekend. And there's Maddie in the back. I love Maddie.
We thought Brandon. What? Mark and I, we went out with her.
Okay.
He just seems like the most likely candidate. I know you guys dated for a bit, so if it's weird.
Yeah. Do you, I guess?
You and Kevin done you?
What?
Gain love. Have a threesome.
No. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Excuse me?
Hells yeah!
Guy and girl, you do.
What do you want?
You do DP. Oh, come on. If you do, you should play that song by the Spice Girls when you're doing it. There is no Spice Girl song about DP. Yes, there is.
You guys? Hello?
Skylar, he was nice.
Yeah, I know we too old to be here.
He was one of the only, because we're low rent volunteers, wannabe actors. Skylar actually had an agent, and his agent was annoying as fuck.
Aren't you
It's like he has 4 lines in 2 scenes. Could you please?
Which was
1996.
Goodbye.
So, what brings you back?
Annoying.
I
He was great though. Nothing against Skylar. Skylar was great.
Oh my god, why do you always do this?
What?
He's so fucking old, it's gross. Stop.
Excuse me? Shut up.
Stop with the Chester Monsters. Did you text Brad? I mean, he's only here for the weekend. He needs to win
What
that
the
much.
hell was that?
You don't remember these girls? The ones that collect gay pets?
Hey, you better not be talking about me.
She's the reason we don't want girls in gay bars.
Did you hear me?
You should not fight.
Hey!
Excuse me. Do I look like some professor that wouldn't fuck you or something? What's your fucking problem?
You can't talk to me like that.
She wanted that.
Hey, not worth it. She's 12. Why don't you finish these pictures? I'll go close.
I think that was the closest thing Jamie had to a confrontation. Oh no, there's the confrontation.
Let me touch your butt.
We need to go now.
So the small acts of Will being sort of like Team Jamie were baked slowly through this season. That was one of them. Well, number one was paying the check in episode 1 that we watched last week. Number 2 was this with the purse. There are a couple others.
I really like how sexual Mark is. Like, that really turns me on. I don't like how much he wants to fuck Brandon. Like, that makes me jealous. Whole scene is hot. I like it. I don't want him to want it, but I still want to do it. And it's fucked up.
Are you sure it's just... Are you sure Mark just wants a threesome? I mean, if Kevin was suddenly like, I really want to fuck this guy,
I was so surprised we got good sound out of this because we kept having like the busy traffic. We kept having it was raining, which is why we're pushed up against this. Also, this is very reminiscent of the shot from season 1, the Jared Jamie breakup.
Do you love him?
ugh, feelings.
And adore him.
I feel very lucky to have him every day.
This is why I want you to move in with him.
You.
Me.
You and Jared. I really don't want to go through something like that, so I just want to be really, really sure before I take this. So
I don't think you have to worry about Kevin being a jerk.
what do I do for the pizza?
Nothing.
Seriously.
I think you paid for mom's brunch.
Whatever.
Where did you?
I get one time, you get one time, it all
No,
comes out.
no. It wasn't a regular weekend out. It was a brunch where I invited everyone to meet my mom. Like, not that I'm not grateful, but it's weird.
Look, she's your mom, so I don't want to. I have to be honest, she said a lot of fucked up things. And I get that she was joking and all, which is very you, actually. I see where you get it. But she opened.
This is such a cute scene. I haven't seen this since it came out.
She called you selfish. And she said Julie was ruining her life by getting married. And she basically told you that she wishes you hadn't have existed so she could have had a better life. Like, I get that she's like doing a bit, but I don't know, I still think it's fucked up to say that kind of shit to your kid.
It's just how we communicate. Words communicate in sarcasm and gallows humor.
Well, I just didn't like it. You had already paid for tickets to 2 Broadway shows and her train tickets. I just didn't think you should be sponsoring a brunch where she basically is telling all of us that had she had the choice, she'd erase you. We need to get her inside now. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, this is the hotel. I like the hotel scene. We did this in sequence. I think we shot this right after that.
I want to show you something.
This was some hotel in downtown Brooklyn.
If Brandon doesn't work out, you American call him. Who's he? He is an escort. Elliot and I are considering procuring his services. What?
You were going to pay for sex.
No, I'm going to pay for something that way after sex. Because I haven't touched him all day.
about the wine?
Ooh, no more drinks for you.
I think he was here when we came in.
It's from your bean.
What? Boys and B, hope you're all having a great time. Your next round is on me.
Love Kevin. Move in with him. P.S. Jamie, you made titty fuck will tonight. Dream girls do.
It does not say that.
Read it.
What's a dream rose do?
One night only. One night only. All the queen is. Max says, slept the whole day. Sorry, man. Maybe you should come get breakfast.
Do you want to talk to me?
Maybe I should wait in the car and take a walk or something. Maybe stay with her.
Oh, I remember in this hotel we had the issue, the heat or the fan, whatever it was, you couldn't turn it off. It was just automatic on the temperature. So like
Is it okay?
we had to stop and wait every time for the fan to go off because it was really loud.
Well, it cut to say he'd been so upset because he.
This is a good shot of Jacob too. There are a lot of really pretty pictures of us in this one.
Interested. So
Are you fucking kidding me?
he said he feels really bad, but it was bothering him, and he wanted to talk about it. And he wants to confide in me.
Matthew.
I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
We really played well off each other this season. I'm really happy with the relationships between everybody. They're all they feel very real.
I told him we talk about it when he gets home.
Do you want me to burn him alive?
He was upset and feeling rejected from someone he likes, and just easily to cheat on me. And I tried to make him feel better. Because it wasn't me.
Are you serious?
Oh, I love this bit.
Are you telling me we ordered 2 dry-ass pizzas and they only gave us 1 carton of ranch? Shenanigans. This is straight shenanigans, y'all.
I think we broke her.
This shot, oh, this is somewhere on the west side. Wasn't what I wanted, but we were hurting for exteriors that day.
I'm Max's brother. You're supposed to meet me for breakfast.
This was somewhere deep in Brooklyn, I believe. He looks like my actual brother. It's frightening, especially that shot.
Is it frequent? Maybe. Yeah, I. Is that enough?
So we couldn't get the wide shot I wanted, but we were really supposed to show how much like disarray and laundry on the bed and all of that, because that was a callback to how things were in Jamie's house growing up. Yeah, we did it with some cutaways since it wasn't reading super clear.
Hey, Julie. So he's become our parents.
That's a great episode.
Hey guys, Jack Tracy here.
Oh, I forgot I filmed these.
Before you go check out that next episode of History, go check out our Patreon page. Or maybe you just really want to get to the next episode. So go ahead and click next episode. Don't forget to give us a like. It really helps. Drop a comment below.
All right. Well, that's it. That's it for episode 2. Episode 3 is the steamy one, Liar. That's next week. Final thoughts on this episode. This was like the first episode was very like chaotic and like catch people up and who's this, a new character. And then introduce Mom, which was a big piece of it. And then I feel like episode 2 was sort of like, it's like a slower pace. Let's slow down. Let's inform the stakes. Let's have some talks about the family. Develop this, relationship that Matthew's having. Like it's a real like development episode. Learning about Mac. Yeah, that's really the purpose of that episode. See episode 3, which I'm interested to see next week, is of course like the fallout of a lot of things. Just sort of like we hit our climax kind of early this season because then I feel like 4, 5, and 6 are like a freight train, like running all the way to the end. Hey, Larry. And Larry, thank you for your comment on the Snowflake Vimeo. Thank you very much. And if you've seen Snowflake and you want to comment on it so that it shows people that this is a great movie and everybody should watch it, please do so. Again, Act 1 of Snowflake will be available tomorrow for anybody who hasn't seen the movie yet to entice you to go see the movie. All right. That's it for tonight. We will see you next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern for episode 3 of season 3, the midpoint of the season. Thanks, everybody. Mwah, mwah. Good night. And good night.